Okay, so it's going to be a short and sweet little video today. Apologies for being MIA for the last, I think, couple of weeks. I've just been on a road trip with my boys. I was talking about adventure in a few of my last videos. So, yeah, it just sort of, I don't know, it just all came together very unexpectedly. So, the boys and I have been away for a bit, and we might be heading back home tomorrow. Not quite sure, but I was just out looking at the moon, and we've just sort of finally had I guess it just feels like there's enough calmness in both those boys for me to do this. And I was looking out at the moon, and it just felt very auspicious. I felt this beautiful sensation over my body. And as I was shuffling these cards, because I thought, you know what, I need to do a reading. It just feels right. I shuffled the cards and then I stopped, and then I was like, oh, I don't know, should I? And then I turned the deck around, and that's what I saw. So I said, yeah, we're going to do this. I'm going to keep it short. The boys have promised to be good, so I reckon we got about 5 minutes. Let's do it. And again, I apologize for disappearing, and thank you for your patience. All right. Okay, universe, what do you want to say to anybody who's watching this right now? Even if it's just brand spanking new. All right, well, anybody apart from the trolls, because I've had a few of those lately. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, now that didn't feel right. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I will say one thing, actually, because it's just popped into my head. Nothing about this trip has turned out how we thought it would, and that's a good thing. Yeah, that's all I'll say to you. Purification. What do you want to say about purification? I mean, the first thing I get, yeah, it's painful, but it brings you peace. And the feeling what I'm getting from this is that once you've been through the painful process of purification, there's a peace that comes over you, and you can't be destabilized anymore. And you really want to be building happiness on that. Not the other way around. Flexibility, well, yeah, things don't always go how you thought they would go. And I said, sometimes that's a very good thing, especially if your heart's in the right place and you are connected to God. Misadventures will always end up bringing little gems to you. Oh, see, we could almost finish it here, but I won't. I'll keep going. But that's a very nice full stop after what I just said. Let's keep going. 1, 2, 3. We'll do 3 more for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Strength. Yeah, it takes a lot of strength when you're going through the purification. A lot of strength. And the first thing that I'm getting right now as I say that is the shedding of the ego. That's the number one thing that you need to do. Yes, you need to look at past hurts. You need to find a way to reconcile, I suppose, the life that you were given versus the life that you might have thought you were going to have. That can be difficult. But the thing I'm really getting here is the shedding of the ego. That's very tough. Very tough. And just, yes. Well, that road trip. That's so funny because I think the last time I did a reading, I saw this and said, someone needs to go on a road trip. And I actually said, can I come? Well, maybe one of you does. It really is a perspective changer. Absolutely. I mean, without saying too much, I just went to look at a place, actually. Quite far from Sydney, where the boys and I are based. But it just felt right. And what's over here? I'm spotting the orange there. There's something that wants to be, planning. You just never know. If you go with the flow, you just never know. You never know what might come your way, and your plans might change. All right, let's get 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing's fixed. 7, 8, and 9. And once you accept that, there's a real peace that comes over you. Yeah, just trust. I'm so glad I did this reading. So glad. Because I know some of you really look forward to these. Not everybody does comment. Some of my viewers are, oh my goodness, and that's freedom. That you've just got to trust that where you're going. And I talk about this card a lot. It comes up. It's really been the theme for this year. But what is freedom? Freedom is just when you're not compromising anymore. You're not finding yourself living a life that, it just feels like you're either having to hold back all the time. You're having to pretend to be somebody you're not. I don't know. Even what did I just get? You don't feel free to even just dabble into the shadow or maybe let people see that aspect of you. There's so much to this word. I could almost do an entire reading just on freedom. There's so much here. But yes, it's the flexibility, the adaptability, the letting go of how you thought your life would go and who you thought you were. Just shedding it, shedding your ego. That's a big part because the ego wants to control everything. And that's freedom. That's freedom. Actually, God did show me last night 2 birds that were migrating, and they were both migrating in the same way. And he was showing me that they were actually migrating towards marriage. That's where they were headed to. He actually said, go into the chapel and we're gonna get married. Yeah, they were heading towards that. But the thing is, they both had to figure out how to become free individually first. And that's where they're going. I just remembered that actually. Focus. Yeah. I mean, there are 2 souls, and I want to say it's at the level of the soul right now. I can't speak for exactly what's going on in all your individual connections in terms of what's happening in 3D, but your souls are very focused on the prize. The prize being that final union. And you know, I don't like talking too much about, romance and love, but it is what I saw. And lately, a lot of the times when I have been talking to Jesus, that it seems to be what he wants to come back to. Your souls are very focused. So you may find that when you try to do something that kind of is unaligned or misaligned with that eventual union, it's just not going to feel right. Or you may just get redirected. Okay, let's get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. But the souls really know what they want now at this point in a lot of these unions for the people that are watching this channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Yeah, I think I just said not too long ago, go with the flow. You've got to let go. Just go with the flow. Really, really trust. And healing again, but I know, I thought this card comes, why did I hear communication there for some reason? Reason. I thought this card was about communication. There must be another card that's similar, but it made me think of that. I mean, I don't know why. Why am I thinking of communication with that card? I feel like there's been silence for a long time. And I mean, even between the souls themselves, because they did have to work on liberating themselves individually, but I feel like the communication, even at the soul level, is going to start to pick up again. It's just expansion, because they've both been expanding individually, because that's what it is. Expansion is just letting go of all the limiting things, all the things that limit you. But you've had to do that individually first. I just want to know why I keep getting communication with this card. Maybe I got it wrong. Hey, it happens. That's another thing. I need to learn to, to shed my ego as well. Maybe I got this card wrong. Can you tell me a little bit more about this card? Healing. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Deliberation. Look, we do have 2 birds here and they're migrating and it might, so that's what it is. Got it. Okay. So it's the healing of the overthinking. Yeah, that's what it is. So it's not really about communication. It's not. Fair enough. Fine. I got it wrong. Okay. It's about this overthinking of the situation, looking for all the things that could go wrong. Okay. So that's what's being healed. Thinking, oh my God. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm blushing now. I have no idea why I'm blushing. I mean, I do have the heating on a little bit high, but I actually am blushing. Almost tempted to turn the camera around, and I don't know why I blush. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe that's why. I did not see that. Yeah, something just made me blush, but I mean, yeah, communication. Ta-da! I think the souls are speaking to each other now, and it's just about time for them to do that in the physical as well. So I hope this helps you, whoever watches this, and I'll try not to be absent for so long next time. All right, take care.